Just when we thought the drama was over, things have escalated even further. Natasha Akpoti is now suing the Senate President over suspension, while reports suggest she may be arrested upon her return to Nigeria because she's not currently in Nigeria. Meanwhile, human rights organizations are rallying behind her, and some senators are even disowning the reports that got her suspended. So what's really happening? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the legal battle. Natasha has officially filed a lawsuit against Senate President Godswill Akpabio and the Nigerian Senate. She argues that her 6-month suspension is unconstitutional and violates her right to freedom of expression and of representation. On top of that, the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has also sued Akpabio, claiming the suspension is an abuse of power. We've got this article here on the Vanguard. Sues Akpabio over failure to reverse unlawful suspension of Natasha Akpoti. So you can just Google this title and it will land you on the page of Vanguard. Now, before I continue, I want to play this video, the one that actually got her suspended. Okay, so this was during the sitting arrangement. I'll play it from here. This was when her seating was being rearranged, and when Akpabio told her to move seats, she had that outburst. Remember, I covered this in my previous video, but I just want you to hear something carefully. Let me play it.
Can the sergeant Adam please take her out of the Senate?
So you can hear Akpabio saying that she should be taken out of the Senate, right? Let me continue.
He shall be prepared to move without notice. A motion declaring that the content of breach of privilege has been
suspension immediately.
Can you hear? That's Akpabio saying that she will be suspended immediately, right? We can all hear him saying that she will be suspended immediately. So that's what I wanted to show everybody. Now, I'm not siding anybody. I'm not trying to say that she was indeed sexually harassed, and Akpabio is whatever we want to call him, and I'm not trying to say that she's lying. I'm just trying to say that the link between sexual harassment and her suspension should actually stop, because we can hear in that video that Akpabio said immediately that she was going to be suspended because of her outburst. And if you remember in my previous video, I said the only thing I didn't like about how this whole thing played out was was the outburst. That's it. So he said that she was going to be suspended. So I don't understand why it has, her suspension is now being linked as abuse of power or as a retaliation to she presenting, filing a sexual harassment lawsuit or whatever. I don't seem to get the link, because if you had not mentioned it there that she will be suspended, then there was a basis for that link. But in this case, there is no basis, because in fact, let's be honest, when she had that outburst and he said that she was going to be suspended, he couldn't have foresaw that she would bring sexual harassment claim, right? No. So which means her suspension was just due to the way she conducted herself. Now, was the 6 months too much? I don't know. That's not me to judge. I'm just trying to say that link, people should stop it. People should stop making that link. Natasha, like I said, she filed a contempt suit against Akpabio and others, challenging her refusal to reverse the suspension. In simple terms, she's not backing down, and this fight is now playing out in court. Now, here's where things take a dramatic turn. Natasha Akpoti has raised the alarm that security officials in Nigeria are planning to arrest her as soon as she returns. Why? Because she recently attended an Inter-Parliamentary Union meeting in New York, where she publicly spoke about her suspension and accused Akpabio of sexual harassment on international platform. So So that's the article on Premium Times. So it says Nigeria government planning to arrest me. Natasha raises alarm. I'm aware there are plans on the way to have me arrested as soon as I arrive Abuja, she said. So I'll quickly play the video of her talking in the Interparliamentary Union in New York.
I come with a heavy heart from Nigeria. But first, I'd like to apologize to Honorable Kafila Ogbara. I am not here to bring shame to our country. I'm here to seek help for the women of Nigeria. Again, my name is Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. 5 days ago, on the 6th of March 2025, I was suspended. As a senator, I was suspended illegally because I submitted a petition of sexual harassment.
Now, like I said previously, this is the only thing I don't like in this case. She's saying that she was suspended because she submitted a petition. I don't think that is accurate enough. I don't think she should be saying that. She should have been saying that because she knew she was going to be suspended even before she made those allegations. So I don't think she should be making that link at all. But that's my own personal opinion based on the video that we all saw online. Let's move on.
Against the President of the Nigerian Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio. I thought that by submitting the petition, he would recuse himself, and both of us will submit ourselves to the Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petition for a fair and transparent investigation. But unfortunately, I was silenced and I was suspended. I was suspended for 6 months, amongst many other stringent conditions, such as taking away my security, taking away all the officials, vehicles, and other items that were handed over to me as a senator. My salaries will be cut off. I must not appear anywhere near the National Assembly. And for 6 months, I'm not to introduce myself or present myself as a senator locally in Nigeria or internationally. That means I'm here illegally. But I had no other place to go but to come here.
Now, I don't want to play the entire video because I really don't want to bore you. You can go watch the remainder of the video online. So, although Akpabio has also responded to that video, I'll just quickly play the response for you.
For the public to know that whatever decision we arrive at here is unanimous. And I recall the last decision we took, and which concerned one of our sisters here, the senior Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. I'm also aware that when she left the chambers, she went to Brekete Radio, and she went to Arise Television, and she distorted the facts. I'm aware further that she has now externalized the matter by attempting to embarrass the Federal Republic of Nigeria by going to give a narrative at the IPU UN event, totally different from what occurred in the Senate. But I want to thank our...
So, to be honest, from the videos I saw online, I think he's partially right to make this type of statement that she tried to distort the facts, because again, let me play that video where he mentioned that she will be suspended. Just that
notice. Okay. A motion declaring that the content of breach of privilege has been
that suspension immediately.
So in his own way, he was kind of right to say that she would try to distort facts, because he mentioned immediately that she was going to be suspended, and I will keep stressing on that. Now, I'm not trying to take away her allegations. I'm not trying to say that she's lying, and I'm not trying to say that he is innocent. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say that people should look at facts just the way they are presented. I'm not going to play the entire video. You can go watch it online. So now sources are also suggesting that security agencies in Nigeria questioning how she got accreditation for the event and whether she deliberately tried to embarrass the government. And if reports are correct, she may be arrested upon arrival in Nigeria. Right now, there are even rumors that she's even hesitant to return to Nigeria due to this threat, which she's entitled to be honest. She's entitled. If I was the one, I would be afraid to come back. So that's it. Now, all this raises a major question. Is this about justice or political intimidation? Here's where things get even more interesting. Some are now disowning the ethics committee report that led to Akpoti's suspension. These senators claim they were not given a chance to review the final draft before it was presented on the Senate floor. This means there may have been international manipulation to fast track her suspension. And we've got the article here on Premium Times. So the title says fresh controversy trails Natasha Akpoti suspension as senators disown committee reports. So now I don't know how it works. I was not there. I stated that there are two things I didn't like about everything that happened. Her outburst, I believe she could have gone about it in a different way. And secondly, her claim that her suspension was due to the fact that she presented a sexual harassment claim, because it was mentioned right from the onset that she was going to get suspended. Now, this raises another big question. Was the decision to suspend Natasha pre-planned? If even some senators are now distancing themselves, what does that say about the legitimacy of the entire process? Meanwhile, outside the Senate, the backlash is growing. Women's rights group and civil society organizations have launched a movement called We Are All Natasha, protesting what they call gender discrimination in Nigeria politics. Some are also protesting in favor of Akpabio. Some activists argue that Akpoti's suspension is a warning to other women in power to stay in line or you will be next. So far, the Senate remains firm on its decision, saying this was about discipline, not gender. But the question remains, if a female senator can be suspended so easily, because to be honest, it was quite easy and it was quite prompt, after accusing a powerful man, what does this mean for future women in politics? So where does this leave us? Here's what we know so far. Natasha is fighting her suspension in court. Sarah pursued Akpabio over the case. There are allegations of planned arrest if she returns to Nigeria. Some senators are distancing themselves from her suspension report, and protests are growing in support of her case and also against. With all this happening, one thing is clear: the story is far from over. The legal battles, the political drama, the gender debate, it's all still unfolding. And whether you support Natasha or not, this case could change the way power, justice, and gender politics work in Nigeria. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Natasha's legal fight will succeed? Is her arrest a real possibility or just political fear-mongering? And what does this whole saga say about women in power, justice, and political accountability in Nigeria? Let's talk about it in the comment section. Let's have a discussion. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more updates on this case and other major stories affecting our world. See you in the next video. Bye.